So, welcome back, friends, to the second half of our session now. After this meditation, we are in a better position to grasp whatever new learnings we want to take from this lovely book, which I had asked you people to arrange. It is called the Ikigai, and the author's name is Hector Gracia and Franceses Morales. So these are two people who have written this book. Interestingly, both these people never knew each other until they met one day, in Tokyo. In fact, one of them lives in Barcelona. Just give me 1 second, please. Yeah, sorry for that. So as I was telling you, this book has been written by two of these people. One of them was in Barcelona and the other one was in Tokyo. So they just accidentally met, through some common friends. And when they were just sitting in a pub one day on a rainy day, if you people have heard it, you must be knowing this. They just happened to be sitting and just, out of curiosity, wondering that why in Japan people live such a long, healthy life. Okay. So they pondered over a proverb, which is a Japanese proverb. It says, only staying active will make you want to live 100 years. So they wanted to discuss on this, that what does this really mean? So only staying active will make you want to live 100 years. So that means these Japanese, they stay active for a very, very long time, and that is the secret of their living for such a long time. So that also intrigued me to read this book because I always admired people who do not stop working till a very long time. Surprisingly, there is no word in Japanese which means retirement. Okay? Retirement, what we understand, is a break in your work schedule where you have been working throughout your life, and then we say, oh, you become 60, you become 65, now you retire. But these Japanese do not retire at all. They continue to work till their health allows them to. And surprisingly, their health allows them to work continuously even till they're in their 90s. Now, the basic secret, there is no secret as such. If you just see that they do have a very good climate, and secondly, they drink a lot of green tea, and that is one reason which keeps them going. But that could not be the only reason, so they had to find out what is this. So they accidentally came across this word, ikigai. So that made them wonder that we should write a book on it, because no book in the entire West or the East gives the secret of longevity, which is there in Japan. Okay, so I'll just share my screen 1 minute.
You're on mute.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
You just give me 1 second. I'm trying to share the video. कुछ थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ हो रहा है, मुझे एक सेकंड दीजिए प्लीज़. आई हैव मेड सम स्लाइड्स फॉर यू विच आई रियली वांट टू शो यू. Anyone can just share your views on, you know, Ikigai, if you have heard it.
Uh, Ma'am Ashina this side.
Yeah.
I read this book a few months back only.
Okay, okay. So,
It's one of the
it's,
interesting book, which means reason to live.
yeah. So, what could be the reason to live, basically?
Basically, the author is talking about certain rules. One of them is what I love. You have to find out the main reason.
Yeah,
Then, what are you good at, and what are the different needs which a word needs from me. So
yeah,
basically, the author is talking about all these things, and they have given certain rules also related to it. How
yes,
can you have a long and a happy life? So it's one of
absolutely.
the best rules which I like is to be in the company of your good friends.
Yeah, yes,
And
absolutely.
like you also say, to exercise regularly, meditate, smile. So they all discuss about all these things.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
one
yeah.
of the interesting books, and they are also talking about a village, Okinawa, where the people are
Okinawa.
living.
Okinawa is
Uh,
the island. Okinawa is an island, and there's the little part of that island uh, where they have. Can you see the screen now?
yes,
Can you
ma'am.
people see the screen? Yeah? Okay.
Yes,
So, this is the great book I was talking about, Ikigai, the Japanese secret to a long and a happy life, right? So, we are just going to first, before I always, when I go into a book, I always like to read a few quotations by the authors, which gives us the basic feel, what the author is trying to say. So Hector Gracia says, life is not a problem to be solved. Just remember to have something that keeps you busy doing what you love while being surrounded by the people who love you. So this is exactly what Ashima just said. Number one is doing what you love, and secondly is being surrounded by people who love you. Means uh, we have heard, that we should love everyone and we should have the same kind of compassion for everyone, even if that person does not like us. But here I will differ slightly. In the beginning, see, that is okay for very evolved souls, okay? If I say Krishna or if I say Guru Nanak or something, obviously they are compassionate for everybody. But we are at a very, very nascent stage as of now. So we have to be very careful that we should be having people, only like-minded people, and people who appreciate us, as in who accept us the way we are. So we should be surrounded by only them, because otherwise we will be, wasting a lot of energy trying to deal with the people who where we are not clicking. So in the beginning, it is always better to stay away rather than getting entangled or getting into any problem with people who are not resonating with us. It is always better to just back off. Do you agree with me? Do you people agree with me?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
always, yeah. So it's better to just back off, because we are not yet in that frame of mind to be able to accept. We are not Sai Baba, we are not Gautam Buddha yet. Okay, we are in the making. So as of now, in the beginning, it is always good to stay away. So there is nothing wrong with enjoying life's pleasures as long as they do not take control of your life as you enjoy them. So basically, they're all talking about enjoyment and how you can continue your life in fun, right? Okay. So, another one, essentials to happiness in this life are something to do, something to love, and something to hope for. So basically, we have to have a reason, a purpose in life. So basically, जो एक there's something called a logotherapy. That also says the happiness is always to keep busy. So this is almost similar like that. So when they studied this little island called Okinawa, they discovered that higher percentage of people here are centenarians. That means they are above the age of 100, 90s, 100s, like that. And this average is much, much higher than the entire world. Okay, so what was common in that area? Obviously, they had green tea, outdoor activities. They have a lot of outdoor activities. They drink the oregano tea or something, which is common there. And then obviously the subtropical climate. वो सब तो था ही, but still there was one little part of that island which is called Ogimi. There they saw that exceptionally people of higher age group were prevalent over there. Okay, so in fact that little village got the nickname of village of longevity, right? So maybe then they were trying to find out the reason, and they thought that maybe is it because of there is one particular fruit, which is something like a lime. It is called shikuwasa. Is that the reason, or is it just their moringa tea, or what could be the reason? So they decided to go there and to find out more about that area. Okay. Okay, this is another one by Hector Gracia. Everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude to, in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. So all these are very inspiring and very positive statements. So now let's come to this, how to live happy for 100 years. This is the question they're trying to find out. Now, then they actually went there, both of them decided we're going to write a book, because there is no book which is giving this kind of a secret. So they go there and they see that all the people living there are very friendly, very open to them, and no one is, and happy, they're happy among themselves, dancing, singing, very, very friendly residents there. So they thought that this is slightly uncommon, because nowhere in the world will you find everyone so friendly, ready to help you, accept you. So they wanted to find out what really is the secret. Then they wanted to study that place, study those people. So they stayed there for a while, made their notes, and they discovered they were all, living in that teamwork kind of like a team, helping each other. So this is their kind of system. Yeah, there's no competition. Nobody's trying to be better than the others, but they are helping each other. As I always say, the teamwork is always the secret behind the success of any project. So they are very friendly, they have a teamwork, helping nature, and then one thing more they noticed, that they all ate little less than their full stomachs. That means it's called the 80% rule, to eat till you are 80% full. Okay. So these were some of the secrets. So then they said that we are now going to bring this out in a book, document it, and we're going to give the world the art of staying young while we are growing old. So we come to the first chapter. The first chapter is, okay, they are trying to define what is Ikigai. It's the reason you get up in the morning. Means hum uthe kyun hai. Now I had a little cold today, I'm feeling a little feverish, but then I had to get up, because maybe this is my Ikigai, I want to be with my friends, I want to share with them. I did not want to miss the meditation. I did it last week, and you might find it funny, but somewhere deep down I was feeling that I am not being honest to my Ikigai, and maybe my cold and my little suffering which I got is a result, as a little punishment to me, to remind me that you are deviating from your purpose. So I said, whatever happens today, I'm 100% going to get up and do this session. So I requested Sanjana ma'am to do the guided meditation. I said, okay, the book I will do. So this is what the Ikigai is. It is the reason you get up in the morning. Okay, so let us now find out how to discover our own Ikigai. Because as I said, Ikigai is present in everybody's, in the center of everyone. This is the center, and that is our Ikigai. Okay, so how do we reach there? A reason for being. Okay, तो ये तो हमारे अंदर hidden है ही. Ikigai is there. So number one is, whatever you do, do not retire. Do not use that word retire, that I'm going to retire. So people here in this Okinawa, they do not retire. They remain active throughout their life. That is the first reason. Then they also, studied the other blue zones of the world. Blue zones means areas in the world which have people who live to a good ripe old age in a very healthy manner. I'll just give you those names also. It's there in the book. So they discovered what was common among all of them. So what was common? Not only do they live longer than the rest of the world's population, they also suffer from fewer chronic illnesses such as cancer, heart disease, inflammatory disorders, and also all other disorders were much less. Then many of these centenarians enjoy uh, enviable levels of vitality and health that would be unthinkable for people of advanced age elsewhere. So जितना वो active है, they get up at 5:30 in the morning, they go for gardening, they mix up with their friends, they enjoy. So this much, any other 90 plus, it might become difficult. So women also experience more moderate symptoms during the menopause. So during the menopause, whatever little problems ladies have after the age of 50, 55, these ladies did not have those problems. Okay. So these were common among all the areas of the world which come under the blue zone. So then obviously they wanted to study the other blue zones also. तो थोड़ा सा उन्होंने study किया the entire blue zones of the world. Right on the top was obviously Okinawa, Japan, the one which we are talking about, because their secret was the closeness of people, friendliness, close knit group of friends. And there's a word, they call it mami. I will just tell you a little later what is it. After that, they studied Sardinia, Italy. There also people live a little longer life, but not as, the percentage of people living long life is not as big as Okinawa, but yes, they also live a very ripe old age in a very active manner. After that, in California, Loma Linda, this is another place. Then Nichova Peninsula, this is in Costa Rica. They also remain active right till the age of 90. Okay, they have no problem getting up in the morning at 5, doing their gardening, doing whatever little activity. Maybe not very massive workouts, but yes, they are always active and on the move. Then the last was in Greece, Icaria. So these people also, most of them live till a very long age. So in the following chapters of this book, we are going to again find out what are the reasons. So basically, if you common it out, reasons are the same: moderate exercise, eating well, yeah, not retiring, not giving up on their work, community living, friendliness, helping nature, all these qualities which we develop while doing our meditation also. These were the secret which was common among all of them, that they were able to live a long life. Now coming back to our little town here. Okay, this is a little guideline how you find out what is your Ikigai. So what do you love doing? Okay, what are you good at? What can be paid for? What you can be paid for? So it's always good if you can be paid for it also, right? And what the world needs. Here, if we try to be a little helpful, so then that becomes your passion, it becomes your mission, it may become your profession. Yeah? So when you start doing things for others with a little helping heart, then that eventually turns into your Ikigai. So it could be just anything. You could be good in dancing. So you can just be teaching people how to dance. Maybe you're good at music. So you're teaching some people how to play the instrument. Okay? So that will turn into your Ikigai. This is another presentation of the same thing. So you have to know what your skills are. Maybe if I give my example, I thought being a teacher for all these years, I could make presentations well, I could convey what I want to. Okay, so that became my mission. So now Again, I do not want to use the word retire, but yes, once I finish off with one kind of work set, I'm definitely going to take the other work set to a bigger level, to more number of people, so that I don't retire at all. And then slowly and slowly I polish my Ikigai and become more and more useful for more and more number of people. This is what you have to think. So now what we are going to do is we are going to find our own Ikigai. उसकी procedures हैं, steps हैं. We have to accept ourselves, what we are, our own shortcomings, whatever, and you know, try to find that purpose in life. And this purpose in life, we say, when we do meditation, somewhere we start getting glimpses of our own purpose in life. Okay? So वहाँ पे उन्होंने और क्या common देखा? Their eating habits were very, very healthy. You know, they did not overeat. They did not overeat at all. So they were following something which is called an 80% law. 80% means that is their secret. You know, they eat only 80%, not like us overeating कर रहे हैं, साथ में Swedish भी आ रहा है, this, that, and knickknacks between meals and all that. So if you remove all that, automatically your percentage will drop down to 80. So try and be a little more conscious. Cut down on that cravings, you know, the sweet dishes and anything which is extra, which you don't really need. A packet of chips maybe, a packet of unnecessarily we start eating all these things which are not even required. So they were very conscious about this, and इसी वजह से how to help them to maintain that, what they did was they serve their food in a very different way. Okay, they serve their food in a different way, as in, let me remove this. Okay, the way they serve their food, they serve it in very tiny little plates, छोटी छोटी plates, and one bigger serving. जो bigger food है उनका, that's in a bigger bowl, and other things are in very small tiny plates, so that it seems that you're eating too much, but eventually you're eating very little. You're eating very little. So the amount of calories they consume is way less than the amount of calories people in America or other Western countries eat. So they eat so less, and they get the enough energy, whatever is required, and that is how they keep themselves 80% full. Otherwise, there is no way that you can measure कि मेरा 80% हो गया, I've got to stop. So basically, it's just this: stop eating the add-ons. जो खाने के बाद हमें एक रसगुल्ला चाहिए और हमें एक गुलाब जामुन चाहिए, let us cut on that. And also between meals, try to cut down. So we will have to make our own method of how we eat less. As in our country, it's considered very, in the eastern countries mostly, it's considered very, very healthy not to eat after sunset, not to eat after say 7 o'clock in the evening. So that also gives your stomach enough time to digest the food, because if you eat food very late and sleep, the entire night all your forces, all your energy is being spent in digestion. So that is one way. Apart from this, their second secret, as I said, was community living, means living for each other. तो ये उनका बहुत पुराना tradition था. When actually, you know, this city was during the Second World War. Lots of people died here, so there was so much of pain and agony in this town. But these people used that also to learn community living, helping each other. So people who were very poor, these farmers used to help each other on the farm. You know, they used to help each other so much. That they have developed now. Now they have become a little more progressive. So what they do is, every month they give a little contribution, and from that money which is collected, they conduct activities, they play games, you know, their form of a chess or maybe some other outdoor activities or other cultural activities. They spend money on that, and whatever is left is kept as a little reserve, and some fund is also given to any one person turn wise every month, something like our kitty system, you know. So they give it to that one person so that he has a little more money which he can use that month for certain activities. So turn wise they give that. And suppose just out of turn somebody needs a little money, then what the reserve which they have, they even give it as a loan. Excuse me. So these activities help them to develop that little friendly community which they call the the MOAI, MOAI. I'm sorry today I'm in a little mess and I'm not sounding too good. But I hope with this little bit of introduction about this book, I have tried to trigger that little interest that you go ahead and read this book yourself or at least hear it. So next week we'll do the second chapter. We have done today the introduction as well as the first chapter. These are the main headings. Now we will be doing it one by one, as in like eating. So what is healthy eating, which will help us to live a longer life? What kind of exercises we should do that will live a longer life? What kind of activities we can do? So this we will do next week. I stop here. Any sharing anyone wants to add to what I have discussed? You have also heard the book. Anything I missed out? You're most welcome to add it here. Yeah. Anyone?
So I think you have covered most of it.
Okay, you heard it? You
Yeah,
heard the
I've
book? Okay.
not, but I've started.
Good, 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 good. Along with this book, today only in the morning I posted it's like a guide how to find our own Ikigai. So we will be doing that later. It has a few activities which will help us to discover our own Ikigai also.
Yeah.
Okay? That is later. We'll do after I cover up this book. It's a very simple book, very beautiful book, and which we'll cover up very, very fast. Thank
Only
you,
s-
Muki.
are good.
Yeah?
Only
Your voice?
are good in life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Anybody else? Or should we just stop here?
I think
Latika?
probably this is our
It was
ikigai, what
itself,
we are doing.
Yeah?
in fact,
I said, this is our ikigai.
Yeah, this is our Ikigai, but
Yeah.
yes. But yeah, we have to take it to another level. You have to be of some help to your friends, to people around you also. So I would, request all of you to share what you learn with your friends. Ask them to join us in the morning on Sundays so that we together can come up, in discovering our own Ikigais. Ikigai, Iki means, I think, life, and Ikigai, if you break that, the guy means the enjoyment or the fulfillment of life. So, what keeps us ticking? So, it's a very nice concept. I thought it was a very nice, light book to go through, which can help us because all of us mostly are almost in that age group now where we want to not grow old, at least not within. Okay, so there's nobody is sharing anything. We can stop here. Okay, next week then we are going to do chapter 2. I'll just see how much I can cover. So please join back next week and be on this journey within to discover our own Ikigai. Bye bye and take care. Enjoy the day.
Thank
Bye.
you so much. Bye.